Immaculate Grid is an MLB guessing game that consists of 9 squares on a grid. Each column and row on the grid is given either a team or stat that must be met. The goal of the game is to name a player that meets both criteria for a certain square. It can be challenging to find players that have played for multiple certain teams, but some MLB players are anomalies when it comes to this. Journeyman players are a cheat code when it comes to finding answers in Immaculate Grid. Luckily for us, there have been 3 players in MLB history who have played for 13 or more teams during their career, including one who has played for 14. These players' careers are strange as all of them have been good enough players to play more than a decade in the league, but not valuable enough for teams to decide to keep them around for more than a couple of seasons. Follow me as I recap their long moving careers. Octavio Dotel was a pitcher who played from 1999 to 2013. Dotel was a solid player as he put up 109 saves, 15.2 BWAR during his career. During his rookie campaign in 1999, he played for the New York Mets and was used as a starter. Following his rookie season, he was traded to the Houston Astros, where he would stay for 4 seasons. During this time, he switched from being a starter to being a relief pitcher. He quickly developed into a reliable arm for the Astros out of the bullpen. As in his 4 full seasons in Houston, Dotel posted a 3.26 ERA and 414 1/3 innings pitched, and during those seasons, he posted a 142 ERA+, which is 42% better than league average over those seasons. In June of 2004, Astros traded Dotel to the Athletics. He played in Oakland until 2005, when in free agency following the season, he signed with the New York Yankees. Dotel played 1 season in the Bronx, as after the season he signed with the Royals in 2007. His stay in Kansas City was brief, as he was traded to the Braves mid-season. 2008 saw Dotel sign with the Chicago White Sox, where he played for 2 seasons before signing with the Pirates for the 2010 season. His stay in Pittsburgh was short that season as he was traded to the Dodgers and later traded to the Rockies all in the same season. For the start of the 2011 season, Dotel signed with the Blue Jays, where he was traded near the deadline to the Cardinals. Octavio's final years in the league were in Detroit for the 2012-2013 season. After dealing with elbow problems in his final season, no team showed interest in signing Dotel, which prompted him to retire in 2014. Here is an overview of the teams Octavio Dotel spent time with in his career. The next player being mentioned is still active as of the 2023 season, being Rich Hill. Rich Hill is a left-handed pitcher who started his career for the Chicago Cubs in 2005. He spent 4 years in the North Side before having his contract purchased by the Orioles. Following the 2009 season, he signed with the Cardinals for the 2010 season in free agency, but never appeared in a big league game. He was granted free agency mid-season, and the Red Sox picked him up. He spent 3 years in Boston before signing with the Indians in 2013. In 2014, Hill was re-signed by Boston, but never appeared in a game. The Angels picked up Hill briefly before he signed with the Yankees to finish out the season. For the 2015 season, Hill was signed by the Washington Nationals, never spent time in the big league club, instead playing for the AAA affiliate, the Syracuse Chiefs. Up until this point in his career, Hill was used mostly as a lefty relief pitcher to get a couple outs in key matchups. However, Hill knew he could start. He was cut by the Nationals mid-season and started training immediately to be a starter. He made 2 starts for the Long Island Ducks of the Atlantic League and proved to the Red Sox that he could be a starter. Hill finished off his 2015 season in Boston, making 4 starts and posting a 1.55 ERA. Following the season, Hill signed with the Athletics in his age 36 season, which saw him prove again that he could be a dominating starting pitcher. Oakland traded Hill to the Dodgers during the season, where he remained in LA until 2019. 2020 saw Hill sign with the Minnesota Twins, and in 2021 Hill signed with Tampa Bay before being traded at the deadline to the Mets. 2022 saw Hill return once again to Boston. Come the current season, Hill signed with the Pirates before being traded once again at the deadline to the San Diego Padres. Rich Hill is a unique player as it wasn't until his late 30s that he started to show his full pitching potential. Since becoming a starter during his age 35 season, he has posted a 3.56 ERA and 910 innings pitched, which equates to a 117 ERA+, which is 17% better than league average for those seasons. Here is an overview of the teams Rich Hill spent time with during his career. The final player we'll cover is Edwin Jackson. Edwin Jackson was a starting pitcher who played from 2003 to 2019. Jackson made his debut for the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2003. After 3 brief seasons on the Dodgers, Jackson was traded to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays during the offseason of 2006. After 3 seasons in Tampa, Jackson was again traded during the offseason to the Detroit Tigers for the 2009 season. During the season in Detroit, Edwin had one of his best seasons in his career as he pitched 214 innings in 33 starts for a 3.62 ERA while making the All-Star game in the process. During the offseason again, Jackson was traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks for the 2010 season. In a start against the Rays on June 25th, Jackson threw the second no-hitter in Diamondbacks history.
Hands for Parra. 1 out away. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, ground ball, middle of the diamond. Stephen Drew Fields fires. He did it! Edwin Jackson just threw the second no-hitter in Diamondbacks history.
In this game, Jackson gave 8 walks and hit 1 batter in 149 pitches without giving up a hit. After throwing one of the ugliest no-hitters in history, the Diamondbacks traded Jackson to the White Sox at the deadline. The 2011 season saw Jackson start the season in the South Side before being traded twice on the same day. On July 27, 2011, the White Sox traded Jackson to the Blue Jays, who then traded him immediately with fellow journeyman Octavio Dotel to the Cardinals. In free agency of 2012, Edwin signed with the Nationals and stayed with them for the entire season. In 2013, Jackson signed with the Cubs, who provided him some job security as he stayed on the team until the 2015 season. Near the deadline 2015, the Cubs released Jackson, so the Atlanta Braves picked him up. For the 2016 season, Jackson signed with the Marlins before being released and picked up by the Padres. In 2017, Jackson played for the Orioles and Nationals again. In 2018, he played the entire season for the Oakland Athletics. In 2019, his final season in the league saw him play for the Toronto Blue Jays and Detroit Tigers. It's surprising how a player who played for 14 teams, which is the most all-time, is able to put up success. Edwin Jackson finished his career with 8.9 WAR and over 1,508 strikeouts, with an ERA of 4.78. Here is an overview of the teams Edwin Jackson spent time with in his career. I hope that after watching this video, you will have gained a greater appreciation for the careers of these MLB journeymen and other journeymen throughout sports. Make sure to remember to utilize their names when it comes to solving difficult Immaculate grid squares, as these 3 players have played for the majority of teams in the league. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.